Welcome to Camper for Hire. This is Billy, our newest addition to the fleet. What we're going to do now is do a quick tour to introduce you to the camper and also provide you with training videos so you can have the best time and the best out of your holidays. Come with me as I show you the camper. Billy is a 4-berth, 4-seater camper. It's based on a Volkswagen Crafter, and you have a beautiful side door where you will have the driving and the passenger plus 2 people here at the back. This will also convert as an additional bed. We'll go inside later on, but as we go through, you will find a bike rack here at the back. Also, there are clips here that allow you to put a drying rack. Just keep coming. These doors open, allowing you a great view when you're just having a nice time inside. And here on this side, another drying rack. We could put it on either side. Here, we'll see it later, is where you can find your gas bottle. Plus, you will find here your hoses for fresh water and grey water. Here is your connection for connecting to power mains at a campground. This is the exhaust for your heating. And I forgot, we just need to come back here a little bit. This is where you top up your fresh water. And as we go through, here is your driving cabin. It's a 6-speed manual. And this is briefly the outside. One more detail for you to know. This is where your grey water is. So let's introduce the driver cabin. If you follow me through this side, you have place for your passenger. You have armrests for both driver and passengers. Your seats can come up front and back. You will have here an entertainment system that you connect to your Bluetooth on your phone. It's a 6-speed manual, really easy to drive. And a fantastic feature that this van has is that the seats, they can swivel. So to swivel the seats, you push the lever, bring the seats all the way up to the front, use this lever here, and then turn the seats. And then once they're turned around, you can put them back again. And I'll do the same ones with the driver one. And with the driver one, what you need to do is to bring it all to the front. But then, this is your handbrake. And it is activated. All you need to do is to push it down. So it's still activated, but you just push it down, swivel, and then this will come back and you have your swivel seats. Now with this table here, now suddenly you have a nice area. If you want to just do a quick stop and have a bit of food, this is a fantastic place. Inside the camper, you will have your basin with water, your stovetop, a grill underneath the stovetop. You have plenty of storage, and to open these, you press, it comes out and you can open. Here's part of your cutlery. There's more cutlery here, and furthermore, pots and pans throughout. There's a lot of very good storage here and storage here. This van has lots of storage. You have your fridge, and your fridge is based on a 12-volt. To open the fridge, you press this lever here, you open it up. To close it, and then make sure you just close it properly by hearing a click there. You also have a range hood, and if you come more this way, you will see here a fantastic area where you can just hang out, relax, together with, if you want or prefer, some TV. and a radio that gives you Bluetooth music where you can just hang out, relax. And if you have these doors open, it's absolutely fantastic being here. So here is your bathroom. We have here a full bathroom, and we'll do a cut now and show you how to use a toilet cassette.
So now it's time for the toilet conversation. So this is a chemical toilet, and this I'm going to show you how to use one of those. So the first thing, of course, you have to open it. You have a lever here, and you can see the lever, and the lever will show you if it's opened or not there. Now, the first thing you need to do when you want to use the toilet, first open the lever, and then do your business. Now, if you don't open the lever, everything will stay here. It's not a pretty sight, and we've done that. After you've done your business, there's a button here for the flush. So I'm going to press the button, and I'm going to see it's going to flush. It's going to be nice and clean, and then you just need to make sure that you close the lever. Now, if you don't close the lever, they will be smelly, and if you drive with the cassette open, everything will come, and it's, again, not a pretty sight.
You also have a vent, and here you will have some lights in the bathroom. This also comes here with these wirings, which are really good for your towels. Your towels are wet, you put them here and they dry. Absolutely fantastic. So let's talk about your ability to freedom camp in a vehicle like this, and how do things work. Well, gas, you will have an LPG bottle, a gas bottle, and the gas is only used for your stovetop and for your grill. That's the only thing where you will consume LPG gas. Your heating is run on diesel, so you have a diesel heater, and we'll show you how to use that. And it's really quite simple. Uses the diesel of your vehicle. So if you stay for a long time, especially during the winter, and you put the heater on and the hot water on, don't be surprised if the diesel on your vehicle goes down overnight or 2 or 3 days, because it consumes diesel from the vehicle. Electricity, it has a solar panel here on top, and everything works. All the lights work without being connected. You have the TV works, the radio works. The fridge also runs on 12 volts, and you have solar panels as you see it, and this can run 24/7, not a problem. You will never run out of energy. Everything works for you to be able to have freedom camp. The only thing that does not work is the 220 volts plugs that you will have. That will only work, of course, if you're connected in a campsite. Another thing that will work regardless is your range hood, and you can see that it's really useful to use this, especially in winter. Everything's closed, and it just pushes the air out. We're now going to talk to you about your control panel. So again, same principle. You press and open, and here is where you have all of your control panel. So first, the switches. This is for the lights, as it says, for the water pump, for the fridge, and the fridge is 12 volts, so it can be always on. This is for the range hood. This is for the TV and all the entertainment here at the back. And the ACC is a function that it's not available at the moment. What you can see here as well is the solar panel and the state of your battery. You can see that solar is charging the battery. It's 100%, and your battery would last for a lot of time. And here you will see the remaining capacity of your battery. But if you press, you will see that how your water is completely full, and your holding, which is your gray water, is empty. So you can also have a view like this, where it says number 1 is for your fresh water, number 2 is your tank for your gray water, 3 and 4 don't use it. It's not important for us. Finally, talking to you about the heating system. So this has a Truma boiler, and the Truma boiler here is based on diesel, so it will consume diesel from your vehicle. So no need for gas, it will just consume diesel. How does this work? Let's come closer. And you have an external dial, and you have an internal dial. So what you need to do, if you want just hot water, press the external dial to that part there that says 60 and just let it run. You can put the hot water in which position that you want. Here is just if you just want heating, it will just provide you heating for the camper, and again 5 is warmer and 1 is lower. And if you put it at the bottom dial, you'll get hot water and heating, again putting how much heat you want on the camper. One thing that it's really important, once you turn off, it will flash for a little bit, and you might even hear some noises when you turn it off. That's completely normal, completely okay. It's the diesel heater just making sure that all the diesel's gone out of the system and it's ready for the next use. Okay, so how do you make the beds in this camper? Quite easy. First, you start by taking this. You have your pole, you have your table, and then you come back here and there's some storage underneath, and you will slide your table on this side and your pole on the left side and lock it back. Actually quite a smart feature. Then underneath here you will see some boards, and the boards will have indications. So this is number 4. This is the 4th board that you will use. So I'll just take all the boards out. This is number 3, see? This one is number 1. And this is number 2. So what you start by doing, your number 1 board, you start by putting it right here. Done. Then your number 2 board, and then your number 3 board, and finally, last but not least, your number 4 board. Now, remembering that the number 4 board, you see this indent here, protected to the fridge. Okay, now we have a base here. What do? We can separate these. Put one, taking the keys out. The other backrest, you can take it out as well. There you go, the 2 backrests. Put it here, and then you use the bigger backrest here in the middle. And now you have quite a spacious type of bed. You may want to have it like this, but if you even want more space, quite easy. You remove these corners, and then you have quite a spacious bed. Now I'm 1.90 m. You might decide to be like this, or you may decide to be like this. And this is quite of a spacious bed that we have here for you. So this is where you find your gas bottle and your hoses for fresh water and grey water. It's a triangle type of key. You just match it there, open it up, and then this will come out. Here is where you have your gas bottle. You'll only use it for cooking. Again, remembering you should always have it locked when you're driving. Here's where you find your gray water hose, your fresh water hose, and also your cable for connecting to power mains. Another fantastic feature that this van has is something that if you've just been to the water and you've been to the beach and want to rinse your feet, there's an additional tap outside that you can use, which is really, really convenient, avoids bringing dirt inside the camper van. To lock it, make sure that the tongue is here on this side, put the key, and then you close it and you feel it bite. Once it feels it bite, it's done. You also have a key for your topping up your fresh water. Open and close. And again, the same key. You will use the same triangular key. You will use here to open up your cassette. This is where your cassette is. This is how you take off the cassette, pressing this lever here and then pressing the cassette out. Again, same principle. Put the key, make sure that it's on this way, turn it. Once you feel it bite, it's done. And it's how you open these hatches here.
So when you want to empty your grey water and your cassette, you need to do it at a dumping station. And this is the symbol for a dumping station. Usually it's marked on the road as well. It's a hole in the ground. You open it, and this is where you put your cassette liquid and your grey water. Usually you also have fresh water to rinse it. Always make sure that you leave it well cleaned after you've put your grey water and your cassette. So now it's time to empty your cassette. So this one is locked. You need to put your key, open it, and then the two of them you will open, press, open, and expose the cassette here. To lift it, there's a blue hatch here. You just pull it and make sure you grab it from both sides, because when it's full as it is now, it's a bit heavy. This cassette particularly has a really interesting feature in terms of being able to empty it. So what you need to do, put your cassette here, open this nozzle, open the tap, point it there, and there is this blue button here that I'm going to press once it's pointing there. So point it, and then you all the way. So it's not the prettiest thing, but if you change diapers, you can do this. Again, fresh water, put fresh water directly in. Shake it. Make sure you remove everything. Put it back. Press. Always remember to press the blue button. Again, the water is still a bit dirty. Do it several times, about 3 times, until the water that comes out comes clear. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Starting to become clearer, perhaps a little bit more. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Turn it around. You see the water starts to come clear. And that's fine. Again, put back on, turn it around, and you then put your cassette close it, lock it, and you've emptied your cassette. Really important for other users that might come, whenever you leave, make sure that you rinse it really nicely. You know, respecting other people that might use this in the future. And close it. And that's it. Sweet as. The hose has two sides. One of them you point it to the dumping station, and the other one underneath here you will have your grey water. You open these, pull it, insert the hose, lock it, and there's a lever here that you just then open. And when you open, you will start to see water coming up. And just leave it exactly like that until everything runs out. So when the water stops running, you go back here, go to the lever, close the lever first, put these to the front to remove the hose. Make sure you keep the hose up because there's still liquid here. Put the cap back on and make sure you lock the cap. And then remember there's still liquid here, so you just gently make sure that everything comes out. Now, I would strongly recommend that now you rinse this, because if you put it back, it has grey water, you will have smells inside. So usually we have a hose, open it up, and just rinse it with fresh water until, for a little while. Now that it's fine, open it up again, and let's go to the other side and put it back in the bag.
Okay, so you've emptied the cassette. So now it's time to prepare the toilet to be able to be used. So what do? You open the toilet, you open the lever. Inside here you have some sachets. What do you need to do? You open this up, take one, something like this, drop it, put some water, and close it. Your chemical toilet is now ready to be used. Now, you only do this once you've emptied the cassette. You don't need to put one every time you go to the toilet. That's not what we're saying. You've emptied the cassette, you put one, and it's ready. When you pick up the camper, this will already be prepared for you. So, but the next time you empty it up, you empty the cassette, and you need to re-prepare it before you can use it.